Hello, and thanks for joining today's demo video in which we'll be going through how you can update and customize your diversity question settings. These are the ways in which diversity data will be collected to populate the diversity dashboard that we've gone through previously. So where can you customize this? Head over to settings and then diversity question settings under compliance. There's a really good reason why that sits under compliance, and that's because diversity data is highly sensitive personal data, and therefore it's really important that it's treated in the right way. Asking diversity questions as part of a job application should always be done separate from the job application questions, and the data needs to be stored, processed, and accessed in a secure way. Therefore, just adding these on as normal questions to your job application should never be an option. Diversity's features within Volcanic ensure that this is all done in a globally relevant and compliant way that is also culturally sensitive. Within the dashboard, to figure out what everything is, we have tooltips built in that explain why country settings are important, and that's because rules and regulations and laws differ from place to place. Also describe what each of the characteristics are. So within the diversity question setting, we have specific standard questions set up across each of the 8 diversity characteristics that are hopefully familiar by now. If we check out the tooltip, we'll find out a couple of things. So what is the standard question that you should ask and that will automatically be asked? Then what are the settings in terms of, am I allowed to ask this question, yes or no, in this country? And then thirdly, another way of generating diversity data is through our predictive AI. If turned on, this will use data points from the applicant's profile to predict what their gender, age, or ethnicity is. And if that hits a certain threshold of security, then we will include that to supplement missing data that applicants have not self-reported on. So let's head into a specific example. If we can search by countries, most of the major markets that you might recruit across would be there. If we search for we have UAE, UK, and US. So most of us will be familiar with the UK. We'll see a custom question pop up. This is drafted because it meets the specific requirements of the laws and regulations in the UK, is also culturally sensitive. Then you'll see that we're allowed to ask this question in the UK and that we can AI generate. At all points of time, you are in control of any data. You can always be more conservative, not less. So we could say, we don't want to AI generate, turn that off. That's absolutely fine. We can do the same for each of the characteristics. So within ethnicity, we'll have a different question and similar settings. So if we save those settings, that's what will be captured, and that's how the data will be populated that we see here. Thanks, guys.